These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Ooh, he ate that right hand. And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this, your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Beautiful counter shot. Right hook just missed. Nice counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that? Get it back. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Missing with the left uppercut. Can't land that jab. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A straight right just misses. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
They exchange punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Linares in that last round. Well, there's the bell for round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well done with that counter shot. Just missing with the right uppercut. These two fighters are made for one another. let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Do you believe this? Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nice counter shot. Nice job getting that punch through. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
A straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. As bad as... There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which fighter will say no mas? Nice defense on that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. He misses with that jab. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Punch, counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Swing and a miss with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He can't score with that uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that. Here comes round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. One punch could change everything in this battle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, we know they've got... And we enter the 8th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
This is a high-octane battle. He threw a punch and just got countered. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. Can't find a home for that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know,